So here we are at the Lakeview Hotel, where we had our scrumptious lunch. Just lovely. Highly recommended. We'll definitely be back. Oh yeah. And just in case you were wondering why it's called the Lakeview Hotel, is because it's directly across the road from Lake Wendouree here in sunny Ballarat.
So we're sitting at this pub near Lake Wendouree in Ballarat, and I'm looking around and there are all sorts of people here. Family groups, couples, a whole lot of groups, really are. The place is almost packed and there's no one on their phone. They are having conversations to each other. It's astounding. So, and the staff here are lovely. So they actually have a chat with you and it's great. Very impressed so far. Let's see what the food's like. I ordered the kangaroo with juniper berry sauce. Oh my, this kangaroo melts in your mouth and the taste is divine.
Lamb backstrap is what I got. Lamb backstrap. That's not bad actually.
Couscous. It's couscous.
Yeah. Pearl couscous, I think they said it was.
So, what are you drinking?
Well, I did try and order Cointreau and they'd ran out. But then they had the audacity, I tell you, to offer me triple sec as a substitute.
But she apologised. It was a heartfelt apology.
It was sincere. You could tell that it was sincere. So instead, I went with Frangelico hazelnut liqueur. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
No, just the day out. We actually went somewhere for a change.
Oh, there you go. So I remember back when I was a younger man, and we used to go up to a town in northern Victoria called Shepparton. What's the other place? Mooroopna.
Is that a place just outside Shep?
Yeah. And they had all these big canneries like Ardmona, SPC, and they even had a Campbell's cannery.
Oh.
I can't remember whether it was Mooroopna or Shepparton, but they had a Campbell's cannery, and you could buy all the soups and all that type of stuff. So the canneries had these outlet stores associated directly with the cannery, so any seconds or tinted cans, like that sort of thing, you'd be able to buy it next to nothing. It was amazing. And if you lived in the city, and if you had a shed...
or a back room.
Oh yeah. You drive down there, but keeping in mind that from Melbourne it's like a 4-hour drive or something.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's only a couple of hours to Shep.
Is not. The way I drive is probably 4 hours. It was a long way. That was fairly cost effective, and the petrol wasn't the
ridiculous price it is now.
That's correct. So it was worthwhile. It wouldn't be now because of the fuel prices. However, there's an outlet store now in Ballarat, which is like, 45 minutes from where we are?
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
And you struck that by accident.
Well, I was looking for the Phoenix Olive Grove. Well, this is their olive oil that they make, the flavoured olives or oils. They have garlic, which we have there. They have a citrus one, I think it's lemon lime. And then they have a chilli flavoured one. He Who Must Be Obeyed really likes their Worcester. And I rang the place and I said, look, is there anywhere you're supplying them in Ballarat? Because they're above quite a distance out of Ballarat.
Yep.
And he said, we supply our product to SPC. I said, yeah. I said Ballarat, not Shepparton. And he goes, no, in SPC in Ballarat, never heard of it. So I looked it up and found it, and wow. So I said, we've got to go. And we did. Very, very good olive oil. Very, very good Worcester.
That's Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm being an Australian and shortening everything. Oops. So that's how we found it. But before we had to go and do that, because it's never a good idea to shop when you're hungry, we went to eat.
Yeah, and what a good pub it was.
Great pub. It felt good, like the atmosphere felt good. The staff were fabulous. Loved the staff. all smiley and helpful and polite and all those things.
It's almost as if they enjoyed being at work. How funny is that?
It was almost like being out 30, 40 years ago. It really was. I mean, I know it's a country pub. It overlooks the Lake Wendouree in Ballarat. But it was good old-fashioned. No, it makes me sound old, but it really was. Good service. And the food. Wow. Lovely.
And you took special note of the fact that people weren't on their phones.
And after I'd said that, a couple of ladies came and sat next to us, and they were both on their phones. So they were sort of like my age, and they were both on their phones, not impressed. All the kids were making conversation or eating their lunch or whatever. All the adults were talking to each other. Yeah, not these two. That's how much they thought of each other's company. They had to be on the phone to avoid each other. There you go. If you're watching, have a nice day. So what did you have at the pub?
What did I have? A lamb backstrap.
Yeah, and I always think of that as sort of a bit fatty, bony, wasted space type lamb.
Oh, this was yum.
Yeah, I saw it, thick, juicy pieces of lamb.
Yeah.
And I had kangaroo with a juniper berry sauce, a jus, sorry. And it was so good. Wasn't you had a taste?
And I have had kangaroo before, and it was, and it's usually always tough. This wasn't. It seriously melted in your mouth. So, yeah, but they actually found a cook who knows how to cook kangaroo.
But your lamb was excellent. My kangaroo was excellent. I just couldn't fault it. The vegetables were cooked properly. I asked for a switch out. I didn't want mashed sweet potato, so they gave me chat potatoes.
And do you know that what would it be, 20 years ago? Maybe 25 years ago?
What's that?
That kangaroo?
Yeah.
Would have been dog food.
That's true too.
It's only a recent development. We're eating kangaroo.
Oh, and why wouldn't you? And it's a nice lean meat. It's not fatty at all. So I really enjoyed it, and it was a really generous serve.
Yeah, it was.
It was, but not overboard, like some places just pile on chips and make it look... But it was a really nice sized meal, and it was delicious, and everything was great about it. And we've driven past that hotel so many times and not even noticed it was there.
Yeah, that's true.
So...
Highly recommend. Lakeside Hotel?
Lakeside Hotel.
In Wendouree.
The Lake Hotel. Everyone should go there, honestly. It's a good, decent, family-oriented, without having stupid machines pinging in the background and kids screaming in a playground, all that sort of stuff. It's a nice place to go for lunch or dinner.
A little bit different to the Blackwood, was it?
Oh. I didn't even want to sit at the tables. Everything looked tacky. You know, no. This is a place to go. Really is.
There you go. Anyway.
We were in a good mood after that to go shopping.
And yes, we did some shopping.
Really good. I'm drinking one of the things we bought. I bought the Bundaberg passion fruit because he had a drink of Passiona and we both tasted it and it was not nice. And Passiona was the thing to drink back in the day. It tasted really fruity and yummy. This is now the one to get. They had different ones.
Oh, yeah.
The Bundaberg brand.
Multiple.
We bought the passion fruit because I'm a passion fruit nut, but I'm not supposed to drink full sugar drinks, so I can never buy a slab or anything because I'll drink them all, and that's not good for the diabetes. But honestly, this stuff is brilliant. They also have the ginger beer and the sarsaparilla and all that. And for a 4-pack, what did we pay? $6.75 for a 4-pack. I thought that was good, but I'm going to check my prices.
That's incredibly cheap, actually.
Yep. Okay, good.
Wow.
Some of my prices I knew, some I wasn't too sure of. I was happy.
So all these are like grocery lines, but in reality, what we went for...
Yes, the fruit.
Was the packs of stuff, because...
The boxes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Because these, in actual fact, they can't sell individually. They are sold as a slab, if you like.
That's what they call them in the shop, a slab. And this is what we call a slab in Australia.
Yep. And it's the same with beer. It's a slab of beer as opposed to what in America
Six-pack or something.
they're a case or a box of beer or something.
Okay.
Anyway, here they call them a slab. So, in any event, you buy it a slab like this. This happens to be the cream of mushroom soup. This is made by Heinz.
But this is Heinz, and for years now, I've only been able to find Campbell's cream of mushroom soup.
Okay.
And I use this as a base for things. So I'll add it to a recipe as a quick base if I'm in a hurry. I prefer not to, because we've got other lovely mushroom things in the house, like that mushroom powder and all that.
Yep.
But for a quick dinner, it's easy.
Yeah. But, I mean, supposedly these are seconds. I'd like to know
What's second
about it.
Or maybe Heinz don't sell much of this anymore, and it's like a...
It's like NQR. They're
over surplus. Sort
of. They're just trying to get rid of it.
Yep.
Okay, well, it's just a Heinz condensed soup, right? What was this, a slab?
These were $2. These worked out to $2 each.
God, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, supermarket prices for this.
Yeah, more. But you could get a $2 can probably if it was a no-name, like a supermarket brand name.
Yep.
But not a brand name like Heinz.
Okay, right.
And I mean, I've always liked Heinz. I mean, I prefer Heinz baked beans to SPC baked beans.
Okay.
And I can tell the difference.
I didn't know that. So you buy them as a slab, you can't buy them individually. That's how they come?
Some things. So these you could only buy as a slab. But other things like the peaches or other different bits and pieces you can buy singly. So you don't always have to buy a slab. But they do work out more expensive if you buy them individually. But these specifically say not for individual sale.
Yeah. Now these ones, we just love these things. As a kid, your sweets within your evening meal.
Dessert.
Yeah, your dessert. Yeah. Used to consist of peaches out of a can, usually in a heavy syrup.
Oh, yes.
I know. It's terrible. But later on, the same peaches became available in juice. Right?
And it's usually pear juice
or
with other bits added to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these cans, I'll show you one. These cans don't have labels on them. They're just plain cans. The box, however, has a label on it, so you know what it is. So again, now how cheap are these ones?
Each box was $16.
Yeah. So
that works out to under $2.
Yeah.
Each.
So that's what they're like. So there's no label on them, but I mean, you know what they are.
So for whatever reason, when they're going in through for quality check, this will have been pulled off. The label might have been crooked on it. It might have had a spillage on it, whatever, or the can might have a dent in it. They peel the label off and it goes to seconds, and then they box it up to sell at places like where we went today.
Yeah.
Yum. And these ones taste so good because you can get supermarket brand peaches and you can get Goulburn Valley, but I don't know if they're actually Australian. This is all done in Australia.
Yeah, it's grown, canned, the whole lot. Picked by Australians in the fields. It's 100%.
We're trying to support the local economy by doing it.
Wherever we can, I like to do it.
Yeah, so do I.
So anyway, that's peaches.
All right.
God, I love me peaches. Yeah, so we used to have peaches.
And ice cream.
Or with thickened cream on the top. And the same thing again. Actually, these are much bigger cans. For whatever reason, we only bought one box of these, but these are much bigger cans. 825 grams. So it's the same basically as the peaches, but yeah, these are a much bigger tin.
And these pears are they're perfect. And you can use them as a base for all sorts of cakes and desserts and things. And it's a good family size serve in there. You can sort of slice them up, cut them up, whatever you want to do with them. And they don't have that nasty syrupy taste to them because they're in juice.
Yep.
And I'd never think that. It says try poached. I'd never have thought that. I would have thought I had to buy fresh pears to poach them. I'll be trying it with those now.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Guess what I'm having for dessert tonight?
No, I can't think. Rice cream. They had cans of rice cream.
Yeah, they did. They had, hey, big caterers cans of spaghetti.
Spaghetti and baked beans they had.
Yeah.
Big cans.
Yeah.
So when you go on school camp, it was always, do you want spaghetti or baked beans on toast?
Yeah.
And you had your cornflakes with milk, and then you got toast with spaghetti and baked beans. It was an eye-opening experience for someone such as me.
What were these? How much were these? The pears?
The pears were $39 for a box of 12. So that was just over $3 a can.
But these are like twice the size of the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're much more expensive in the supermarket. Everything's so expensive in the supermarket.
Well, I'm liking these.
We bought a selection of stuff. He was really happy to find this.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if this means anything to any of you.
Do you remember old school milkshakes when you used to go to
A milk bar.
proper milkshakes made with real milk, then you add flavour and they put it into a machine and it froths it all up and the whole bit, and it had to be icy cold.
Mm-hmm.
And picking your flavours, never ever did I know what Blue Heaven was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was blue. I couldn't make out the flavour.
Mm-hmm.
I just drank it because it was different. It was blue.
So what flavour is it?
Well, this one's Blue Heaven, and what it is, it's actually a combination of, what was it, raspberry and pineapple.
Or something. I don't think
Yeah.
that's quite right, but it's something like that. Or if one of you can tell us and pop it underneath, that would be very helpful.
It would.
Because I'll forget between now and when the video comes out. But it was a combination of raspberry and something else. So, and I've never had it before I met him. Addictive stuff. Very addictive stuff. The fact that it's blue is a little bit off-putting for me.
Yeah.
Food should not be blue, unless it's cheese, I guess. But this stuff, really, really good. And I always put a bit of ice cream in my milk.
Oh, yes. Oh, it helps to keep it cold and makes it even more creamy.
Creamy, yep.
Yep.
So that was really good. And then we bought things like, Bilson's is a drink. What did they make? What did Bilson's do?
They make all sorts of cordials.
Well, they're going out of business apparently.
Yep.
And
They've been put into administration and they're trying to find buyers at the moment. But
Well, I bought a couple of cans of their soda. One didn't even make it home. They're really, really good flavours. And the selection of cordial flavours was incredible, wasn't it?
Yep.
Absolutely anything you could think of. You know, that was a separate one. But they were fruity and they had cloves and they had all sorts of odd combinations, but really looked authentic and yummy. So I bought one of those. And then, of course, you've got to have your spices and things. I've got more of them somewhere.
I bought a hazelnut thingy for my coffee.
Oh, that's right. Coffee syrup. He bought the hazelnut because he loves hazelnut in his coffee. So you give that a shot tomorrow morning and see how
I
you
am
go.
going to give that a shot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to open that.
Well, good idea. You couldn't smell it in the shop.
Oh, wow.
Okay, does it smell like your friend Jellicoe?
A lot stronger.
Yeah, it is a lot stronger. I think you're going to like that.
So I dare say you only need a very small amount.
I would start off with like a capful or something and
Yep.
take it from there.
Yep.
And then they had things like, they had lots of confectionery. So I got some licorice and some violet crumble type stuff. It's not violet crumble. These packets of elbow macaroni for 99 cents. Talk about olden day prices.
Really? I don't know what the prices are.
99 cents. Yeah, but we had fish and chips last night. A minimum serve of chips was $9 for a minimum serve of chips.
That's crazy.
You are way out of touch with prices because I do all the shopping. So, and then they had things like air fryer liners. I actually got this for my mother. They won't be useful for mine, but they will be for my mother. Lots of things like takeaway containers. They had popcorn, and these ones are pop and serve, and they had different flavours, but I like my popcorn plain. Thank you. Some cheesy cheese thingies. These are really good with tzatziki.
Oh, okay.
I know it sounds like an odd combination, but they are yummy. They had gloves. They had oats wipes, all sorts of things. Caterer's foil I got. I'm throwing things around here. But honestly, they even had, where is it? The thing you bought. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Shavers. And they had pens and crayons and a whole...
Oh, yeah, personal items, all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff.
They also had big bags of rice. They had packets of noodles, like the noodles in a cup, so you can just add water. They had all sorts of things. Really good value. If you're going to go and do something like that, take someone else with you who would might be able to split things with you if you can't afford all of it. And that way, one of you might buy the pears, one of you might buy the peaches and swap, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to do it, like Costco. People quite often do that with Costco.
Cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, I also got, what did I get? Barbecue charcoal seasoning. Because that will come in handy for our smoker. And some cumin seed, we use a lot of it.
And how much cheaper is it getting them in this size jar
than
as
the little
compared
bags.
to the...
Those, yeah, because that's like, so this size jar has 200 grams in it. When you buy the little spices jars, they have like 10, 15 grams in it.
Yep.
And you don't realise because it's just like,
And the other good thing is, with this size, you can refill this bloody thing.
Well, you can if you can find somewhere cheap to get it. Otherwise, you may as well buy just another container.
That's a good point too.
And these ones, I have never seen that before, the barbecue. I've seen cumin before and cinnamon before. I got garlic papadums. I love garlic papadums when we have butter chicken or something. $2.50.
I got no idea what that.
I thought that was a good price.
Okay.
And it's not like the use by date's gone. The use by date on this one, 31st of January, 2026.
Yeah, all right, okay.
So they're right in date. They also have cleaning stuff, as in Domestos and Ajax and all those sorts of things. So I don't know how that works as far as SPC go, but they might get a cut for selling somebody else's products.
Makes sense.
Yep, absolutely, because then they've got a much wider variety of things.
Yep.
But there's nothing in there that's refrigerated or frozen. It's all dry goods.
That's a good point. I didn't see a single fridge in there.
No. When you go there, be prepared to take either a receipt from the supermarket where you usually buy things or have your phone ready to look it up.
To start Googling prices on similar items. I mean, look, at the end of the day, primarily, we only went for these boxes of the SPC fruits and whatever else they may have available.
Yep.
So everything else you get suckered into in reality. That's true. Agreed. However, things like this, you don't find sort of everywhere to be able to buy them.
No, exactly right.
These were like, wow.
He got very excited.
I did.
When I pointed it out to him. It was quite cute. So tonight for dinner you're having, well, we can't eat any more after our lunch. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
I'm going to go and leave a review on there.
I think you should. I think you should.
Great.
Yep.
Especially the guy who was going around taking the orders and stuff. He was so friendly and so lovely, and
it almost looked like they enjoyed being at work.
It really did. It makes such a difference in how you feel about everything. We had an issue with our salt and pepper shaker. I walked up to the bar straight away. They came running. I'll fix that. Came running back with the salt and pepper, and just nothing was too much trouble. It was just, you're not being a nuisance. Eye rolling. No, none of that. It was great.
Another customer I've got to deal with.
This job would be so much easier without them. So, no, it was really, really good. Highly recommend it. And if you have anything you would like to say about the prices or what we purchased and how silly we are, or our lunch, if you've been there as well, please tell everyone how fabulous it is. This place, it was busy, but no one acted like they were too busy to help us. It was because it was constant, people in and out, and
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Nothing was too much trouble. I was really impressed, and I'm the first to complain.
However,
oh dear, yeah,
my bar was a lot better than theirs.
So the first thing he ordered to drink, they didn't have it. And then it was...
And I'm not talking something...
exotic, yes.
I just wanted a Cointreau. Every bar should have Cointreau. It's a staple. Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We haven't got any Cointreau.
Oh, can we replace it with triple sec? Ooh, the smoke started. You could see the smoke was... So
the audacity!
He declined and had a Frangelico, so he got his hazelnut fix. It was all good.
I did. It was very nice. But the young lady was very apologetic.
Oh, this is a sincere apology, she said. And, no, she was lovely. She was lovely. And you can't get cheesed off with anyone
No.
when they've got a big smile on their face and they're apologising. And she's, oh, this has never happened before and all that sort of stuff. It was really, really good.
Yep.
Customer service, A+.
It's a pity they can't bottle it and sell it.
Well, why are those people in that pub so good at it and people in other places so bad at it? I don't understand.
I don't either. I wonder if it has something to do with hourly remuneration.
It might, but it also might be the way they're treated from above or the way they're trained.
Yep.
Don't know.
Yep.
But it's a shame because the people there are setting a standard that everyone else should be trying to reach.
I agree. 100%. Recommend them.
Try them. Yeah, try them first, then you can recommend them. Don't take our word for it, whatever you do. Because you might have something like, I don't know, some ridiculous thing that you choose to eat and you should know better, and then it's awful, but that's your own fault then.
Well,
it was a really wide-ranging menu. If you came before 11:30, you could have breakfast, and then from 12 noon, you could have lunch or dinner. So everything was up on the menu. So that was really good.
Yep.
But yeah. All right.
That's us.
Yes, sorry. Let us know what you think, please.
And don't forget, give us a like and a subscribe.
Thanks.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.